Steve hinted earlier on, so much riding potentially on that one, because Stuart Bingham, were he to inflict a bit of an upset against Ding, would move into the top 16. That would relegate Stephen Hendry out of the top 16, and who knows how that would affect Stephen's decision about whether he carries on or not in the sport. Meanwhile, back on table 2.
Well, you've missed a very good break-off from Ronnie, which left Sean a tempter. He went for the tempter, and unfortunately, as you can see, he's not got the cue ball back into baulk. This was the tempter he played, and the cue ball unfortunately cannoned into one of the other red and left a very easy one for Ronnie. So the first chance in this frame falls to O'Sullivan.
Yeah, on Sean's attempt, he flicked that red towards the black, but I think the black and the red
6
are still both possible. That tells you that the black goes, and when it's respotted, it looks as if the red will go because the black seems to be on its spot. Plenty of room there. Ronnie playing this left-handed.
15.
He's got that red, the back of the bunch that he can play on. And he always leaves it like this so that he can pot the red, split the bunch, and
22.
then screw back off it. Plays that so well. Maybe not the best angle, but there is one red between the reds and pink that he could get on. And he's played that perfectly.
30. (31).
His focus throughout this year's World Championship, okay, it's his second round match, but his focus has been excellent. You can tell by Ronnie's facial expressions, and he really is looking in pretty good shape, and his concentration is 100% as well.
Yes, he went 4 clear at 9-5, and Sean Murphy got back to 9-7. That's going to, what looks like to be the equation after this frame. 2 more frames before the first and the only interval in tonight's session, and it looks like Sean's going to have to win them both to stay in the match, really.
I think that's finished perfectly for Ronnie. When you're playing well, you're cueing well, this is the sort of thing that happens. Switches hands again. When you're struggling and you go into them, you tend to cover everything, but just watch this split. Well, he flicked the pink, but finished beautifully. Four reds are all 51. Covering each other, and the 3 loose reds not perfectly placed.
Yes, he's going to need at least a couple more reds, Dennis, isn't he? And if he doesn't get
52.
a nice angle on this black or pink to bring reds into play, not necessarily going to win the frame at this visit, but if he gets this kiss right, it's definitely all over. And that looks absolutely perfect.
59.
Well, it was a long,
60.
hard-fought opening frame, the longest frame of the match, nearly 35 minutes. This one's not going to last very long. Sean Murphy missed 1 attempt at a long pot.
67.
And in a matter of minutes, the frame's over.
68.
Frame
75.
beyond doubt now, so could we have our first century of this match so far?
76.
Always takes a little bit out of you, a century, Dennis. I don't know at this stage whether it's probably almost better for Ronnie to miss, because Sean's not going to come back to the table anyway, just to take that little of extra pressure out of 81. The game.
Yeah, I think that opening frame took a lot out of both
82.
players. Really. It just shows you that, you know, you get a really tactical frame and then you get your big break. So we've had a bit of everything in the 2 opening frames of this session.
One of previous size break was 95. Every chance here is going to beat that.
89.
Well, if he could make a century break, it would be the
95.
40th this year.
96.
Chasing the record 83 centuries. I think that was made last year. And there you go. Fabulous stuff, Willie, wasn't it?
What about the positional shot there?
102.
I mean, that is just absolutely top draw. I mean, when you think most players would have made sure of the pink to make sure of a century, he's played through the gap of the yellow and brown, knowing that if he got it right, he would be perfect on the last red. And boy, did he get it right.
108.
Well, that's key to being a multiple world champion. Being able to play a tactical frame like that and then come out, get one chance and do this.
113. 117.
Left-handed, right-handed, alternate at the moment. I was playing 2 shots on the trot left-handed.
122.
The amount of side he had on that with the opposite hand is quite amazing.
128.
Oh, what a shame. We had that tactical frame, which was superb, frame 1. We've had a break-building frame, which was also superb. 128 to the black. Ronnie O'Sullivan goes further clear at 11-7.
Yes, the shackles are off. What a stunning performance from Ronnie there. He needs 2 more to get